And we are live. Good evening, folks. And I've got to start with phone tech at work. Alan, you beat Six Louise.
And we are live.
Yeah.
Good evening.
And Miss Lisa beat Six Louise. Six Louise, you're shirking on the job, man.
Wow, what's up with that?
I know. He's going to be 2 hours early next week.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, and Six Louise is here, and Don is here. This is good. So,
if I,
welcome everybody. This is our Friday night Tech Talk with me, Mobile Geezer, Mike, and Will. And my channel, of course, is called Mobile Geezer, which is where you are. You can find me on Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, and Instagram under Mobile Geezer. And if you follow me in those places, I post quite a few pictures very often. I post them all on all of those sites. And my website is mobilegeezer.wordpress.com, and I post at least one article a week. So, Will, go ahead and tell us about you.
What's going on, George? I'm doing good. On my channel. It's doing all right.
yeah.
I think I got 31 subscribers now.
And,
I think I
and
hit
tell
like
people
eight,
Woo!
like
and tell
maybe
people the
eight
name of
views.
your channel.
The name is still Will. I
All
haven't
right.
named it yet.
No, it's not still Will. It's just
Oh
Just
well,
Will.
yeah,
Just
you know
Will.
what I
Get it? Come
mean,
on.
George.
Come
George
on.
is always getting on me,
Look,
yeah.
look,
but
Still
look.
Will reminds me of Chicago Transit Authority, and everybody thought that was their name. Remember?
Yeah.
but George, you forgot to tell everybody the super chat is wide open.
The super chat is wide open. All donations are gratefully accepted, and any money you send my way will definitely go towards the channel. So, all right, Mike, your turn.
I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply Your Device. Welcome to George's stream. And yes, my channel is known as Simply Your Device, and I'm still on the apple juice. Okay,
There you go.
I haven't touched a sim. Okay, it's still in there.
For anybody that's new here, because if you haven't typed anything, we don't know you're here. But if you happen to be new here, Mike and I alternate. One week at 8 p.m. on Friday, it's me. Next week at 8 p.m. on Friday, it's Mike. And we go back and forth. And I guess we'll keep doing that until Will decides to put his 2 cents in.
Yeah. Well, I got to interject real quick. Next week, I forgot. I completely forgot. I'm leaving for my vacation.
Okay.
Mike's
All right.
spraying
So
Uh,
I will do it
surprises
next
on
week
us in
too.
the
That
middle of
means,
the
right?
stream.
yeah, I'm actually probably going to hand the phone to my wife and going to have her stream. I'm going to have her, be in on the chat and play the show while I'm driving to North Carolina.
Okay. So
So
I will run next week's again, folks. And
yes, and
I'm
if I
not
can
trying to
help it,
monopolize, and I'm not trying to suck up your money. This is all on Mike.
yeah, this is all me. I'll see what next Friday. We're not sure if we're going to leave Thursday, Friday, or Saturday to
Okay.
come home. So
Okay.
I booked this vacation right on the holiday, so I get Monday off. So it gives me a little flexibility.
Now, the good thing, folks, is Will still be here, and Will is
Yeah,
always
I'll
the
be here.
star of our show. So
I'm
we're
not going on
grateful.
vacation next week.
Yeah.
My brother. We'll see if he's free too next week. So to join, hop in. So
Absolutely.
yep.
All right. So tonight's topics. The number one topic
Mm.
is that I have the essential phone that Mike bought, and first thing he did was pass it on to Will. Will had it for a couple of weeks. He used it. He posted pictures. He did a great video and his final thoughts on it the other day. Check out his video on the essential. And now I have the phone. I've had it for about 4 days now. I've put up some sample pictures. I've compared it. Well, I put up a different video on the Xiaomi Mi A2, and I'm going to be putting both of those together, putting them side by side as soon as I add a few more low light pictures. So, Will, go ahead and tell us any final thoughts you have about the Essential phone.
Um, Nothing new, George. Just what it was before. I'm waiting to hear what you got to say, cause you know.
Well, I mean, there may be people in the stream who haven't heard what you have to say
Well,
about
the camera's not that great. Battery life was good. Screen responsiveness was bad.
it. That's what it
Speaker
looks
was
like, folks.
terrible. Speaker was terrible. Um, Reception wasn't that good either.
Okay.
Um, That's pretty much it. The monochrome sensor was the best camera.
Yeah.
Software is good, and they're updating it. So
yeah, and I haven't even used the monochrome yet, which is the one I like the best of your pictures, and I haven't used the speaker yet, but I'll be doing that as we go along.
I just want to jump in real quick. Munchie did a video a few days ago with the Xiaomi phone and the Essential phone on data speeds, and he showed the Xiaomi phone had the better speeds.
Okay.
He was using T-Mobile, so I dropped a message, a comment in his in the video, and he did reply saying that that there is a known, I guess, among the community that the T-Mobile service on Essential seems to be the issue.
Okay.
So
the issue with which specific thing?
Well, just reception, just overall, you know, a slight dullness in performance, in data speeds.
Right.
You know, Will and I experienced that.
Yeah, real bad.
Will and I experienced that, and not just when he was away on his trip, his day trip or weekend, 2-day trip in the Poconos, but when he came home. Will, you said that you had issues just sitting in your house.
Yes, you did.
So,
yeah.
So I'm
Compared
tempted.
to AT&T.
Yeah, I'm tempted to get another SIM. Guys, does this phone work on Verizon?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. If I remember back to last year when we were all posting articles about it, I think it's just the GSM phone. So that means AT&T and T-Mobile. And
but they did have a Sprint version, so that one was probably CDMA then.
Yeah, that one had to be CDMA. So you would think it would work on Verizon some way.
Maybe it works on everything.
Yeah.
So.
But and just wanted to show you folks the Xiaomi phone he was talking about. This is the Xiaomi Mi A2, the follow-up to last year's Xiaomi Mi A1, which I still have over there. And
George got it already.
$248. This is one phenomenal phone for the price, including pictures. But follow my channel. You'll be seeing a lot more pictures from this and the Essential in the next couple of weeks.
So,
okay, so
George, I was going to say you're really getting some use out of that camera. You're really using that.
Yes, and like I said, I took a bunch of pictures when I was out bicycle riding the other day on both. And what I didn't do them side by side like I normally walk around with them on the same monopod, but I took the same picture on both phones every time I stopped. And so I put up a video first of the Essential phone and all those pictures, and then I did a video of the Xiaomi Mi A2 and all those pictures. Now I'm making a video combining the two, putting them side by side so you can see what they look like side by side. I should have that one up by tomorrow evening at the latest. And then I'll be moving on to, the next one I'll do will probably be the Xiaomi Mi A2 against the Xiaomi Mi A1 to show you how they've upgraded. So,
looks like Luis in the chat said it's certified. I guess he's saying it works on Verizon.
Okay, so then that's great. Yeah. All I have is I'm a T-Mobile everything. You know me, I'm a fanboy. I'm a fanboy of Google, and I'm a fanboy of T-Mobile.
Ooh, we got something to talk about there too. But
okay.
We didn't talk about. We didn't put that in the links, but.
Okay, go ahead. You want your rant? You can have your rant.
I know.
Nah.
Will, you were talking. You had a rant juiced up. You were all juiced up for a rant.
That was just for Samsung. That was for Samsung. We can get there later. You already know that's the Newt. That's the Newt nonsense. But.
Okay. Well, let's stick that in right here. What you have to say about Samsung in the know, because I think this will be a good spot. Because our next thing is we're talking about Casey.
It's just ridiculous. Like George, you see the specs on the phone. I think the screen is 6.4.
Yes, huge.
The S9 Plus is 6.2. The storage, you can get 128 or 512. Right. The S9, they have a 128 version. It's like $150 cheaper, maybe.
Okay.
The battery is 500 milliamps, bigger.
Right.
But you can get a battery case. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just can't understand the people buying it for the Bluetooth S Pen to be able to click photos.
Especially the 512 version, which is going to cost you over $1,200.
And what are you saving on it? Because you only got five minutes of 4K at 60. Like what are you saving? But You can get a what's it called, a Bluetooth remote, and use it on any phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
And program it to. So I just don't see what the hype is with the,
Yeah, and I don't,
but
I mean, people have been saying for months that this was going to be an incremental update to the Note 8, and that, the S Pen has Bluetooth, and a lot of people seem to think, well, big deal. But I don't buy notes, so I have to go by what other people say, you know. So that will bring us to, now, Mike, you wanted to do, Casey Neistat did a video, was it today or yesterday?
Yeah, and Casey and I said did a video comparison of the video cameras of the iPhone 10 and the Note 9.
Strictly in 4K too.
Yes, strictly in 4K in auto and all. And I just want to just say this, not because what surprised me was my wife comes to me and says, "Did you see Casey Neistat's video?"
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, going, yeah, like what? I mean, I think I left her phone still to subscribe. She'll get notices on it. She'll catch it once in a while.
Now, wait a minute, because the other day she said,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bloat on this. Your wife is getting ready to pass you as a second, brother.
I know. I'm so impressed with her with this stuff. And she actually said, she was telling me, trying to explain to me, she didn't get all the verbiage right. But basically, she was trying to tell me how they compared the two phones on video quality. In so many words, in recording video, not so much stills, but video quality. And so I stopped to watch it, and she was like, it was the thing that what catches me is I don't have the eye like a lot of people do. They can pick out the
I don't either.
you know what I mean, the grainiest or stuff like that. But the biggest thing that what surprised me, and that's why I wanted to share with you guys, is my wife says I don't see no difference, and yet she's absolutely right. I sat there, and there were some.
You didn't see it, Mike?
No, there was parts.
I saw a difference in every shot, but it kept flipping on me.
Right. Well, I saw part. I saw parts, but my wife's comment was, I don't see a difference. Okay. As us again, I'm always about there's us guys, and then there's those other people. So here's my wife saying, I don't see a difference. She mentioned that there was that one scene where he's under the bridge, and she was kind of saying, "See, okay, I see it going dark."
When the lightning was going on, yes.
No, he was under the bridge with the skaters.
Oh yes, okay.
And I think the S9 was darker. I believe the S9 was darker.
Yeah.
And then when he went into the arcade,
right?
The S9, the Note 9, compensated for light and bumped up the light. You notice that.
But what you notice throughout is, as always with Samsung, boy, when he went inside, boy, did everything start getting punchy.
Right. Yeah.
You think so? You think so? I think that I don't know. To me, the iPhone colors looked more unrealistic than Samsung.
Oh, really? Okay. For me, it kept flipping. One thing I did notice.
They kept switching them, yeah. I didn't really like the way he did it, but
I think he was flipping it too fast in some places.
Yeah. And the audio, to me, was way better on Samsung.
Oh, yeah, without doubt. That was without doubt. But it was a good video. It was a good video coming from somebody like him, but I always have a notion in my mind that I know for the last few years he's been on the Samsung's payroll. So going back to last year when he did that commercial.
But he didn't give his opinion at all.
Right, and he said at the end, "I am not giving my opinion."
Yeah, he didn't say nothing. Yeah. To me, I just thought, and I think this year Samsung, to me, they toned down the saturation, and iPhone turned it up. Like, to me, on the photos I saw, the iPhone's colors looked more punchy, I guess as you would call it.
Even in the arcade? Because as soon as I got the arcade,
I just thought Samsung's looked better, because there was a couple with the iPhone, and I was like, yeah, my phone does that, where it blew out the whites when he was outside. Right. I think one of them was like the arcade. I think there was like a white light or something. Maybe it was the ceiling.
Yes, I saw that.
It was like kind of blown out, and I was like, "That's how my phone is."
Yeah, and I saw that too. Yeah, that was very noticeable. It was only that one shot that did that.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting. And like you say, Mike, he's on the payroll, but he showed no.
He didn't say nothing. Yeah,
he showed
I
no
was glad
bias
he
in any
didn't.
direction. You know.
I was glad he didn't say anything because that's the first thing I thought. I said, well, he's gonna be, but he didn't say nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I did like that.
So
But,
as popular as he is, it still adds to his credibility.
Mhm.
But it's against a 1-year-old iPhone, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
then
against
again,
against the phone that hasn't even been released yet.
But you know what? You got to say it's kind of against what month did that come out in March? So like an 8-month-old or 6-7-month-old Samsung, because it's the same sensors that's in the S9. It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's
true. It's the same camera.
Yeah.
They haven't done nothing to it. It's the same camera.
They're running the S9 camera in it. Is that what you're saying?
That's
the
camera. Yeah, they haven't changed anything from the S9 camera.
That's the other reason why I don't see why people go crazy over the Note. You're getting the chip that is going to be obsolete in 3 months, because when they release the S10 or whatever the next S model is, they're going to have the new chip.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're getting the same camera from the S9. You're just buying it to be able to draw. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. It doesn't make
to
sense.
Be able to say, well, I have a Note 9. Well,
not for $1,000, and they're giving them away already. They're giving them away. That's the thing. They're already doing buy one get ones. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like Verizon has a buy one get one. I think
T-Mobile
might have one.
T-Mobile usually has one.
T-Mobile wants $500 down for the.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put $500 down, go buy yourself a OnePlus.
Yeah, that's what I've always said about it. Yes.
And then I don't know. That phone is crazy.
Now, Mike,
that doesn't make sense.
Mike, let's keep in mind, neither one of us will be shocked if we see a Note 9 shows up at Will's house, right?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because.
Come on, wheeler dealer.
If you get a deal on it, look out.
It's the same as the S9, and it has
wheeling dealing.
5 minutes. Mike, go. Where's your iPhone? Go to 4K recorder and tell me what your limit is.
Oh yeah, he's right.
You might have to turn it on, but you don't have no limit.
Yeah, you don't have a limit.
So why would I buy a phone with 512 gigs when I'm not putting no more apps than I always do?
Right.
So what am I? You know what I mean? What kind of media am I going to save on that phone that I need 512 gigs?
And that's always one of Jay Will's complaints about people who put limits on 4K.
Nah, but it's the chip, isn't it? From what I'm understanding, it's the chip. The chip can't. I thought they said that the chip can't take anymore. Maybe it's just Samsung. I don't know, because I never had HTC.
But that is the 845, right?
Yeah, they always say HTC doesn't have a limit, but I don't know. I never had one.
That's what I was going to say. Other phones that have the 845 don't have a limit. I mean, I don't have any of them.
On 4K at 60?
No, it's at 30. I'm sorry, not at 60.
See, yeah, this is 4K at 60. The iPhone has no limit. But what are you saving on a Samsung with 512 gigs for $1,250?
No, in that scenario, I would probably buy an iPhone 10. Yeah.
That's crazy. It doesn't that's why iPhone kills them in video. It doesn't make sense that you put a limit on a phone with all that storage.
Especially when you spend all that money.
Yeah, you can. You know what I mean? I don't understand what people are saving on their phone that they need more memory than a computer has.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that, but you're absolutely right. Mike,
the entry level MacBook Pro comes with 128.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and you're gonna get that on your phone when you can just you can get a Note 8 and put an SD card in it. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
I think they just did it for shock. You know what I mean? Like Samsung just put 8 gigs of RAM and all that storage just so people can say, "Oh, this is a lot."
This has a 512 card.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's get off the news. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
Okay.
Man, wow, that's pretty bad. You're done with Samsung.
Yeah.
Just the Note is ridiculous to me.
No, he's crazy. Not. He's never done with Samsung.
No, because their cameras. Their cameras are good. I love their cameras.
Exactly. And keep in mind, Mike, like you said, This is Mr. Wheeler Dealer. I can see
Yeah.
a scenario where all of a sudden he finds a deal where he can get the thing for say $600 to $700, and his mind starts saying, well, I need to check out this Bluetooth pen. You know, I can see that.
Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm checking out this next story you got here.
Yeah,
Uh,
Google's possible retail store in Chicago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why Chicago of all
That's
places?
what
I
I was about
mean,
to say. Why didn't they put it in like New York or somewhere?
Well,
yeah. Or even
it's
L.A.
but well, no, it's always either New York, San Francisco, or Chicago. Those are always the three first preferred cities. So I think I didn't see Chicago as being, kind of an outlier. I just think after New York and San Francisco, and I gather the place where they're looking to build it is very close to their Chicago headquarters. So that might have something to do with it too. But
Well,
they
it's
have
about time. That's all
yeah,
I
because
can
they
say.
have no brick and
Yeah.
mortar stores anywhere in this country. You know.
They always do like pop-up stores and
Yeah,
stuff
That's
like
what
exactly.
the
that.
article talks about. Yeah.
But the article is saying that, well, on the one hand, they might be trying to make it like an Apple store, but they have nowhere near the amount of hardware products that Apple has. So,
Google doesn't have the same fan base that Apple has. They better really work on what their presentation is going to be in the
I
store because
agree.
Apple is something. Mike, you've been in the Apple store, right?
No, I never been in one.
Oh, I
I
have.
never.
I
One
I
have.
day,
never
Mike, we
been.
gotta we gotta go to the Apple store because
Now,
that
keep
it's
in
an
mind,
experience.
Mike, let me tell you, I'm an Android guy and everybody knows it. But every time I walk into an Apple store, I'm impressed.
You felt like you're just gone to heaven, didn't you? A
Well,
little bit. A little bit.
the
You know.
presentation is just,
You
I
know,
mean, they do a beautiful job of presentation, don't they, Will?
Mike, you know what it is? It's like when you walk in the store, that store could have 50 people in there. As soon as you walk in, somebody comes up to you and asks you your name. They sign you in, tell you to go around and touch everything and mess with stuff, and
Well,
somebody will be with you.
Not in Chattanooga, they don't.
Oh,
No.
here they do.
Okay.
In the store we got, Mike, they'll be like, oh yeah, go play with stuff. Somebody will be right over, and then, like if you're going to pick something up, they'll get your name. Somebody will come out the back with your phone or whatever you're getting. They
Okay.
scan it. Like you're in there for like 10 minutes.
You
You know
see,
what I
I've
mean?
never
Like
bought anything, and
it's
I
so
also
that
know
store is crazy.
in the store, first Apple store I ever went to was out in Colorado, and the store was bigger than the one we have here in Chattanooga. But nobody came up to me. But their layout and their presentation, I think, is just beautiful. You know.
George, what's up with your store in Chattanooga? What they don't want you touching stuff?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't think that. I've only gone in there maybe ever twice, and I was able to touch the first time I did touch was in there, and no, I just think they kind of let you come in and browse around. And my impression is, if you're
Oh,
interested
okay.
in something, you'll get somebody to wait on you right away.
Nah,
Okay.
when you walk in the store around here, they've come up to you right away. They'll have somebody with their headset on, and they all got iPads and
Okay.
iPhones and everything, and
Now
they can
this is
type
in
in your
Philly.
name. And nah, this is in Jersey. We got like
What?
we got two pretty close to each other. We got one in
What
Cherry Hill
towns?
and we got one in Cherry Hill and one in, I guess that's Marlton. They consider it.
Oh,
Okay.
is there one in Marlton? I didn't know that.
Cherry Hill makes sense to me because I know how big Cherry Hill has gotten. But
Yeah. Well, it's
I haven't been through Marlton in 45 years or something.
The one in Cherry Hill's in the mall. I know the last time I went there, I was in the mall.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the release day of the iPhone. It must have been like a week later. There was
Right.
still like a line. It was the 10. There was a line of people. Like, it was ridiculous.
A week
still
later. Wow.
Yeah.
really.
That's
Because they were
impressive.
selling out so fast. I guess they were making people fall in line. It was crazy.
That's
Wow.
pretty impressive. And I remember now in Chattanooga, it's also in the mall here, and we've got one of the biggest malls in Tennessee. But I remember the one in Colorado that I went to. It's in Fort something. I can't remember which one. Fort Collins. Fort Collins. And that one is not in a mall, but the store was at least twice as big as the one we have here. So,
I see Forbes Tech is in the room, huh?
I didn't see Joseph sneak in here.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Joseph,
got
you
in here.
snuck in here.
Make sure you all like. Oh yeah. Are they
Did
doing?
you
They doing 100 tonight, right? Team 100.
Yeah, they're on. That's what I asked them. He said they should be on. Did you see
Cool.
the people saying Samsung is trying to come up with an ecosystem now like Apple?
But Jason from the Painfully Honest Tech had a very good video talking about that.
Really, I hadn't even heard about
It's not even close to Samsung. I mean to Apple.
it. Apple.
They
But
got a
they're
long way to
trying.
go.
Well, how are they going
Yeah,
about it?
but you know what? Well, he's saying because they got the speaker and they got their own watch and they got
Okay.
but they would have to be in control of their operating system to
And they're
compete with
not.
Apple because they can't control Android like it's
But I
too
guess
much.
with Tizen in other parts of the world, they are.
That thing is terrible.
Yeah, but the rumor for
Oh, and
years
that's
and
the other
years.
George. That's the other joke they came out with that watch. It's the same as the Gear S3, but they're saying it gives you a longer battery, and they took away MST.
Yeah, and they took away, so
away
now you can't even make a
that's,
payment with the which to me is very stupid because that's what.
Well, no. You can still do regular tap to pay, but you don't have the magnetic strip. But what Jerry was saying on Android Central was that it's like safety concerns with the magnetic strip or whatever. But that don't make sense because we're still using magnetic strips everywhere. Even though they went to the chip here, you can still swipe your card. So
that's true. But when Jerry says something technical, he always knows what he's talking about.
To me, that was the reason to buy the Gear S3 is to be able to have that. But take that away, I would never spend $350 for the same watch that I got.
Yeah.
50% off the Note 9 with a trade-in and only offering $345 for the S9 Plus. Wow.
That's all for the S9 Plus?
He's saying that's what T-Mobile's giving you.
Okay.
Well, even Samsung, like a month ago, they were giving you, I think, $400 for the Pixel 2. Now it's $150.
Really?
If you're buying like a S9, but if you're buying a Note, I guess they give you more because they're trying to push the sales of the Note.
Yeah. Sell it on Swapper, folks.
Yeah. You make more money.
Exactly. All right. Next story. So, did you guys get a chance to look at this new sub brand by Xiaomi called Poco Phone?
I saw somebody's video and I didn't like it.
You didn't like the video. You didn't like the.
I didn't like the phone.
Okay. Now, supposedly this is supposedly to go directly against OnePlus. So, and I got to click on the article. I forgot what the price was. The price was close to the OnePlus, right? Wasn't it 400 and something? Did you guys get a chance to read it?
No. But I did do something last week about, or I thought I talked about. Was it last week? We were talking about, and I did see it was like it
Wednesday.
Maybe it was Wednesday.
Next stream, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but yeah, it is a direct competition, or trying to go after OnePlus. And with Xiaomi's, one of the Xiaomi's, I believe, is one of their key markets is like the India, Pakistan area.
Absolutely,
In turn, so OnePlus is really killing it out there.
Yeah, but I guess Xiaomi outsells them overall in India because the only one above Xiaomi in India now is Samsung because they jumped over Apple.
Right. So I see also. And the article mentions about the Honor phones too. They're another popular phone out there. Right. It says here we're still weeks away from Poco's F1 official release. Software on the unit is likely not final.
Right, and it goes for $490. So they're very close to the price.
Are we ever going to see this phone? That's the question. I don't think we're
going
to see it. Yeah. I don't know. We're going to see it on even on. You think we'll see it on Gear Best or what?
Oh yeah,
you think?
Guaranteed.
You
Gear
think so?
Gear Best, Geek Buying, and Banggood. They have everything. You can always find it there. Now, but if it doesn't have American bands, that you can't put it on T-Mobile or AT&T, well, I won't even bother. What's the point?
Yeah, without a doubt. So,
You know what I'm wondering? Y'all talking about OnePlus and Samsung and Apple and all going at it. How long is um
Oh, wait,
OnePlus? Well, how long is Samsung? I guess. What happened, George?
Ms. Lisa made a comment. She said, yes, Swapper is good, but soon won't be. You have to pay Swapper and PayPal when selling.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
yeah. You got to pay a fee. Yeah, two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Swapper gets some money. PayPal gets some money. Yeah, and I always when I sell a Swapper, I always include it in the price, and I try not to go below.
Go down too low, yeah.
And too low.
Yeah, see, I haven't sold anything on Swap in about 2 years, which was the iPhone.
But yeah, I'm waiting to see what India, how it happens in India when the iPhone, these new ones come out with the lower price. Right. Because if they're priced around the same as a OnePlus, I think it's gonna maybe shift it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think it might shift it a lot if Indians can buy it at the OnePlus kind of price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely gonna have an effect.
Because they're saying they might put out an iPhone, I believe, in China with dual SIM. Okay. So if they do it there, they'd be smart.
Oh, they would love that because they love their dual SIM. They'd be smart to do it
in India. Yeah.
Mm. It'll be interesting. Now, and speaking of the next story that I had is the Moto P30.
That's just a shame. I mean, what? It's an iPhone. Design wise.
If you look at the picture, it looks just like an iPhone. You know? And they're saying they're unashamedly copying iPhone. Yeah.
I mean, I expected from Xiaomi and some other Chinese manufacturers to do a knockoff. That it's just become a given. But come on, Moto, it's just
it's all about the money, honey.
They know everybody wants to have not everybody, but most people want to have the status symbol of an iPhone. Look how crazy it was, Mike. iPhone came out with the iPhone 7, I think it was, when they had the crazy dual camera, and everybody was like, "Ooh, that camera's ugly." And now everybody did their camera like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? With the pill shape. And now everybody's doing the vertical, the same. Everybody's doing it. It's like they want the same look of,
And in the rest of the world, iPhone outsells everything in America, but not in the rest of the world. But we all know it doesn't outsell anybody in the rest of the world because the rest of the world doesn't want to pay iPhone prices.
It's because of the price.
Right. But so if iPhone comes up with something reasonable, they're going to take off.
Yeah, it's not because they don't like it or they don't want it.
No, they all want it. That's true.
Because I work with a lady from India, and she tells me all the time, her nephew's like, buy me an iPhone. And she's like, you know how much an iPhone costs?
Yeah, but it's cheap here. Buy it here and ship it home. It's cheap.
Nah, but if you buy it here, you're still paying $700. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm not buying you an iPhone and sending it there. You got to pay for shipping and all. I hope they don't steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it's more money. I thought it's more money.
That'll happen.
Yeah. She just was like, I'm not buying you no iPhone. She was like, I don't even got an iPhone. Buy you one? Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's the extent of the stuff that I had listed. So, Will, you usually have.
We went through everything that fast, George.
We went through that fast. Yeah, you didn't rant. We depend on your rant. You didn't rant.
Yeah, I thought you were ready for. I thought you had something going there, Will.
No, it was just a note, but I calmed down now. I went to the gym. Did y'all see?
So it's my fault for making him go to the gym.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the articles are already coming out about the Fortnites with the malware?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to click on any of them.
Somebody posted one in Telegram. Yeah, Mike, we didn't even talk about the guy hacking Apple.
Well, it wasn't a guy. It was a 16-year-old kid from Australia.
Still a guy.
Well, it was a kid. I mean, come on, he's still a 16-year-old kid. Hold on, I'm getting the article. Let me bring up the article.
When it comes to tech, a 60-year-old kid is definitely a guy because he probably knows a lot more than you and me.
You see that? He was able to hack Apple and put everything in a folder called, what did he call it? Hacky hack hack?
Yeah, hacky hack hack. I saw that. I said, "Oh, I gotta get that." I saw that at work, and I said, "I gotta get this over to you guys somehow."
Yeah, that's crazy.
He got away with this for months, right?
Yeah, he was doing it for a while. They said.
Yeah,
and
stealing people's data.
Well, no, it wasn't. He wasn't stealing people's data. It was just data from Apple.
Right, but it says he did it multiple times over a year. So this kid got away with this for a year.
He's got downloaded 90 gigabytes of secure files.
Exactly.
So the other thing is that immediately came to my mind was, there's people that go and say, oh yeah, well, Apple's more secure anyway. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many other times since doing this tech stuff, I read an occasional article where you have something like this,
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not, the computer didn't get hacked. Like Apple got hacked. You know what I mean? When they say Apple's more secure, I don't take it as, or Apple's more reliable and all that. I don't take it as you can't get hacked. Because with Apple, you don't have it doesn't come with a virus software and all that. With Apple, they say it's more secure because before, less people had Macs. So when they're writing programs to put all them viruses, they want to attack more people. So they attack Windows computers.
They attack Windows.
So Mac was kind of left out. And even today, I don't think it's as bad with a Mac. I know I never put virus software and none of that on my Mac.
Right.
Right. I never.
Most of the stuff comes out for Windows. All those blue screens and all, all that crazy stuff.
That is true.
Usually on Windows.
Because the vast majority of hackers, that's where they're going.
Yeah, because everybody uses Windows. If you attack Windows, you can get schools. You can get, people's jobs. Everybody's on.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, Will, what are you on now? What are you using? Using Mac?
Stream?
No, the Mac. Are you using a Mac?
Oh, yeah, Mac, yeah.
Hey, George, what are you using?
I use Windows. I use a Windows desktop that was built specifically for this and for me.
Do you have any antivirus on your Windows?
No, but my company, my internet company, has a really good software in front, so I never have to worry.
George has fiber.
That's true.
Like
Google,
Mom is in the room.
One of the fastest fiber networks in the world, usually number 1 or 2.
Hey, Mom's in the room. Hey, Mom.
That's right. Carol, Mom just came in.
Glad to see you. Glad you're well, Carol. Thank God for answered prayer.
North Jersey, we have. Oh, okay. I was looking at the comments.
Stores.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. What was Alan saying about North Jersey? We have several.
A lot of Apple stores.
Apple stores, okay.
Yeah, because they're closer to New York and all. So.
Yeah, well, he's right out. He's in Jersey City, and he's got Newark right by. He can get to New York in 10 minutes. Yeah.
So Miss Lisa says,
credit card. Look at that.
I was told yesterday that my son's credit card. It got stolen from his mobile, and he has an iPhone. He had to cancel his account.
Okay, so you can hack an iPhone. Obviously, somebody can.
Yeah, but you think they got it from that? I don't think so, because when
she's saying
I don't think they got it from his phone, because look, Mike, if you look at I don't know if you set up Apple Pay, but when you look at the card number on Apple Pay, just like on Android Pay, it's not your card number. They give you a virtual. They give you a virtual number.
And they do the same thing in Google. But somehow, based on what she's saying, I'm thinking somebody at Apple must have told her to cancel his account.
Well, no, yeah. Well, the bank probably told her. But I'm thinking, when them people get your card, they just get it from wherever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you bought something online or at a store, I don't trust nowhere.
I just went through with my debit card about a month ago. I saw a charge that I was in Paris, France. And I was for like $60 for something. And I said, nope, nope, that's not me. I went right to the bank and they gave me a new card and canceled the card.
They were testing it out. They were about to do some damage.
Yeah, they
That's
were
what
about
they
to.
do.
Right.
They make a little small purchase, make sure you got some money,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
But
they hit you big.
that's where the banks have gotten really good, because I'm going back 13 years when I was still in Orlando. Well, among bikers, there's something called the Iron Butt Ride, and there's a group that certifies you. And the Iron Butt Ride is you ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours. So me and two other guys decided we were going to do an Iron Butt Ride. And it took us just about 24 hours to do the 1,000 miles, but we did all of it in Florida. So we left Orlando, went up to St. Augustine, went all the way down the coast of Miami, crossed over to the west side of Florida, and came back up. By the time I got to Miami, my bank had canceled my card because I had used it in 3 different gas stations around the state.
Oh, okay.
And that was like 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah, but you know what, George? They haven't gotten that good. Because look, let's say Mike got his card hacked.
Right.
Yesterday, Mike was, let's say, going to work, crossing the bridge, swiped his card at the gas station. Tomorrow, he's in Paris. Like, they should have been like, nah, we're not letting that go. We'll call him and say, is this you?
Well, I know
That
Bank of
don't even make
America,
sense.
they would have called you instantly.
You know what? Real quick, I stand corrected. Yes, I got hit for like 52 or 55. I was wrong, and then I got hit for $6. Both transactions out of Paris, and one of those transactions I had an email waiting for me. That's what clued me in. That's where I woke up I don't know, and getting ready for the day. It was on Saturday.
Okay.
And I saw this email. I said, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh!" And they did flag it.
Okay.
They
good.
did flag it. Yes, they did. So
I'd be very surprised if they let something like that get by them. So.
Yeah, they did flag it. So, but I was asking George what you have for security, because to me of lately the security is getting built into the software. Like Chrome.
And with my internet company, the security is built in as it comes in the house, and I believe it's McAfee. But I've never had a problem, and of course I have the Windows Defender, and I just let that run.
Right. But for a while there wasn't a big business for like Norton. Remember? I don't know.
Norton was huge for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah, selling all that stuff now.
Yeah.
So.
And the funny thing, what always kills me about McAfee, he got big, started taking over from Norton. Next thing you know, he's running away being accused of murder, remember?
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, he's back and everything is fine. So I don't know what happened there.
Crazy. I think he left and went out of the country somewhere.
Yeah, he went to Brazil or somewhere,
Yeah, and tried to start his own colony or he did all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, he did.
But then somehow it all got straightened out. I don't know how, unless he had so much money to pay people.
I was about to say, that money.
Yeah.
That money.
No, Serrano's in here.
Serrano's here, yeah. I was checking out Serrano's video on the Silo 4, and it was interesting to see how much that Silo 4 tries to be a little bit of everything.
Okay. Tries to be like Samsung's Notes.
Yeah. Then he had a game mode he showed in his video.
Oh, that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was something to see that, and yet though too, if I understand correctly, it has all the internals to me of last year's phone. I think it's running the same chipset and 2 gigs of RAM. 3. Yeah,
I thought they upgraded something. I can't remember because I never bought the Stylo, and I was going to buy this year's, the Stylo 4, and then when I saw 2 gigabytes of RAM, I said, no, I don't think so. I've had 2 gigabyte of RAM phones, and I don't like them normally.
Yeah, any more 2 gigs is starting to become noticeable.
Very noticeable to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I go ahead. What's up?
Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Will. I was going to tell you. My wife, you've been sending me a message. My wife we didn't get the Note 8 yet. I'm dragging my feet. I'm kind of like.
And she really wants it, huh?
She likes it. Okay. She likes it. I wouldn't say one.
She'll be back to her pen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no talking or getting out of the pen. She's if she's watching me, I'm surprised she didn't chime in yet.
Sure.
But
She had a stylo, and I don't know how the stylo was, but the new Samsung, they do good by the pen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The pen, when you get the pen on the Samsung, it's nice, but I just wouldn't buy a phone just to have a clicking, you know what I mean? To have the remote pen.
Yeah.
Right.
The Note 8 is a better buy now. Especially,
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to get it on Swapper, but if you looked on Swapper or something like that.
I got my eye on Daily Steals right now. They still got the unlocked one on a scratch and dent, and I got Adam his first Pixel from this place, and it was really which is now Mom's phone, which is essentially Mom's phone, and it was really a clean phone came to us. So I got my eye on it. I'm kind of waiting. But I got to see how some of the finances are paying out. So
the way you and Adam and Carol are going, we just start calling you the Android family. You know?
Yeah.
Except you always have your juice, of course. You know.
Of course. And don't forget, my sister-in-law, she got herself an iPhone 8, a regular 8, about the beginning of the year.
Right.
So she truly represents the iPhone side. I'm still juicing up. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so
exactly. Right. And I still, just like last week, I still agree with Will that you have never really given the iPhone a fair test.
I mean,
He's
like
trying, George. He's trying.
Yeah, I'll give him credit.
When you guys were having that conversation, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my God. You guys just gave me gold. You gave me gold, man. It was so great.
You made a good video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had the concept in my head, but when you guys put that out there, I said, "Oh hell, I'm ripping this right in. I'm just going to take that
Will
video."
Will and I deserve a kickback. You're saying, right?
I'm telling you, we deserve some of those views over here.
Exactly.
Now wait. Now, Mike, I got another question for you.
Go ahead. I got it. Something in my eye. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Do you have any regrets seeing that T-Mobile is going to be the carrier of the OnePlus 6T, and you would have been able to get the phone on a payment plan now that you already bought the 6? Are you thinking about selling it and picking up the 6T?
No.
Even after seeing those renders, that phone looks sweet. George, I know you've seen it.
I saw you guys were discussing it today, but I was working, so I couldn't respond.
George, they're saying T-Mobile is going to get that phone for about $550, and they're still going to make the version to sell on the website that's just unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to do the band, I guess, what's that, band 70 or band 71?
Band 71
and 60 and band 66.
And 66 is critical for their,
I'm shocked that the price isn't going up more than that, because now they got a carrier deal and they be able to get it financed.
Yeah.
But this is going to if T-Mobile markets it right, this can hurt Samsung and LG.
It could.
And I don't think it's going to hurt Apple.
No.
But it can hurt Samsung and LG bad.
Yeah.
But let me just say this. T-Mobile has always been a disruptor. They always want to try and disrupt this market.
And they're smart with their pricing.
I wouldn't be surprised that John Legere was behind this.
Well, no, not a bit.
I wouldn't put it past.
And they could put those two in trouble, even though a lot of people, I'm seeing more and more videos and stories that the G7 is seriously underrated.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's underrated. But Mike, you can go on Swapper now and get one for like $5 something.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. The G7.
G7. Yeah, like resales and everything.
But
even the one that they made for AT&T, the V35 or whatever, ThinkQ, whatever it is.
That's what you have, isn't it, Mike?
No, I got the 30S. I got the unlocked, completely unlocked version.
Okay.
The one they made for AT&T, George, AT&T complained about the notch. They didn't want the notch because they want theirs to be able to view DirecTV. Yeah. So that one it was on Swap, I think, for $4 something. So
that's great.
It's underrated, but the price is dropping. The battery just stinks. Even Forbes, I think it was Forbes, said the battery was bad. I seen his review on the G7.
Okay.
He said his battery wasn't no good either.
And the other thing that I see a lot of videos and stories about as far as the OnePlus 6, I gather they have stepped up their camera game big time, and people are comparing them to Samsung all the time now. You know. So yeah, this could really put a hurting on Samsung and LG.
Yeah, and then on top of that, don't forget you now got the merge, maybe too. We got the merger coming.
I don't think it's
eventually.
going to happen.
You don't think so?
No, I think the government's going to stop it again, like they've done every single time for the last 5 years.
Sprint will just go under. That'll be the end.
Yeah, Sprint at some point, because this will be the fourth time. If the government stops it, it'll be the fourth time in 5 years that the government has stopped Sprint from merging with somebody. And at some point, what's the company in Germany that actually owns them?
Deutsche
Telekom. Yeah. At some point, they're just going to say, "Okay, you're done," and we're not spending any more money on you.
George got a super chat. Look at that.
Oh,
you got a super chat, George.
Oh, Alan, thank you very much, sir. It's been a while since I've got one. You're very kind, sir. They got money up in Jersey City.
For the we got the FTW. We're in here for the win. Thank you.
You see what Six Luis said? He didn't like iPhone either till he got the 8. How are you liking the 8 Plus, Mike?
I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it a lot, and that's no bull. I'm liking this phone a whole lot. The size, I played PUBG last night on it, and it was. I'm rusty now, but I'm good.
You're old, so you have to be rusty, you know.
Yeah, thank you. But no, it's so. Yeah, I don't know. I put myself in so misinformed place because when I had the other phones, they worked good. They were nice. They were smooth. But man, this one's just a whole lot. Seemed to me a whole lot better. Just a whole lot. I don't know. Just the performance is really great.
Now, see, you guys are starting to almost push me. Now, I'm going to wait till it gets cheaper, even. But Will said when I told him that my only experience was with the 6 Plus, he said, "Well, it's gotten so much better since then." And now I see what 6 Luis is saying. I'm like, well, maybe these guys are right. You know,
but the software got better, and just Apple just they fix some stuff. I mean, it's still limited, George. You're still gonna say you're bored and all that.
Yeah.
But if you use it and try not to think about the stuff that it can't do, like that's how I was.
Yeah.
You just gotta not think about it and think about like I don't know. You said your grandson uses an iPhone. You'll be able to hit the button and FaceTime with your grandson, or you know what I mean. Yeah. Things like that. And if you have other people that use it, you get more of a benefit out of it. If you know more people, you get you get more of a benefit out of it.
Right. But now Ms. Lisa is saying, I've been getting iPhones since the iPhone 6, and I've gotten all the notes in some of the Samsung 9S Pluses. I love them both. Can't stay with just one. She sounds like one of us.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, here we go, Miss Lisa, right here. Okay, okay,
exactly.
Or how about I'll bring this out. Okay,
there you go.
And I had a few other ones over here. So, yeah.
But like they added.
Miss Lisa, I feel you. So go ahead.
And 6 Luis makes a good point. He says, "I have the Note 8 and I love the customization, but there's only so much customization you can do." And he does make a good point.
It's like it's not a Note. Like you can't. I don't know. I mean, like I always go to the PDF thing because to me that was like
that's
something
always what you bring up.
That blew me away on an iPhone looking at the difference. Like on Android, you gotta have Adobe Reader, or they put one on there. Samsung puts one.
Oh, wait. Okay. But we're gonna have this. Okay, we're gonna have this.
No, wait. Where am
I gonna put this?
Hold on. That's the rumor. But listen, Mike, I'm gonna tell you. What do you have in front of you, Mike? You have the iPhone and what else?
Well, I got my Pixel today, and I got my Moto G5.
I can't. I'm gonna send you something later. Sometime this weekend, I'll send you something. If you're not too busy, I'll send you a PDF, and I want you to pull it up on the iPhone and edit it, and then I want you to pull it up on one of your Android phones and edit it.
Which you probably won't be able to do.
You can do it. You can do it, but you might need an app. I know Samsung puts an app on the phone, But
now,
on
one of the big
iPhone,
things that Jay Williams was saying the other day in a video was he was talking about iPhones. And, he's like us. He loves Android too, but he has a ton of Apple stuff. And he said you can send entire albums. He said his nephew was talking about a CD, and Jay said, well, send it to me. Well, a couple of minutes later, the CD was on his CD. iPhone, the entire CD.
Yeah. The whole CD, you could just send it.
That's
movies,
impressive.
Everything.
Yeah.
But that's iMessage. But the thing is, Mike, like on the iPhone, there's no PDF app. You just open it, and it opens up in this whole thing where you got all the tools right there. You can put annotations, you can highlight, all right there. Yeah, it's not a note. Like it's not, you know what I mean? It doesn't have a pen, but it's so much simpler than doing it on a Samsung or on an Android phone where you might have to find an app, but you can't customize it like you can. Now maybe next year they'll do something with the customization, but it's things like that that make me say I like iPhone. And then the no record limit. There's no limit.
Phone Tech at Work is showing off. I've had every iPhone on launch day. Yeah, he does get everything on launch day since the 4S. Had every iPhone since the 3Gs. Boy, that's a lot.
Yeah, see.
Miss Lisa says, I'm like you guys because I'm the same way. It's the first YouTube channel that I ever even spent time or chat. Well, thank you very much.
But I don't know. I don't know about the pen, Mike. If they do the pen and they shrink it, if they do an Apple Pencil and they make it smaller, people are gonna go crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell a ton more.
Wait a minute, and the accessories. Think about the accessories. They're gonna redesign the case. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a goofy case for it.
Wait, listen. Yeah, they will. They're smart. They'll have a case.
They're going to have another case. Right. So, that's what I mean.
This is why it'll win. Because if they do it with all of the phones, I think that's the rumor. All of them will be able to do it. So even if the small one, I think they said all of the 2000, the new phones, like all the 3 models or whatever. So if they all do it, so let's say the cheaper one, right?
Right.
You don't have to buy the pen. It's extra. So let's say they charge $100 for the pen. You have a choice. It's not like the Note where you either
you have no choice.
What I mean? You have no choice, or you're gonna not have those features. If you have a choice where you can buy the pen and you'll be able to write and draw, or you don't have to buy it and then you just buy the case. You know what I mean? Right. Apple, they know how to do it. Just like
now this will come out in September.
Wait until that charger comes out, Mike. That Air Power mat. They're saying that thing's gonna cost $150. All it does is charge your phone,
and that's where I don't
watch it.
Wait, listen, or your watch, or you could charge 2 phones or whatever. It doesn't do nothing, but people are gonna buy it.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about Apple.
But George, now you're the same person who said you like capitalism. So how do you not like that?
No.
People are crazy enough to go buy it. That's
as a consumer, that's why I don't like Apple. If I were Apple, I'd be doing the same thing. Because I've always said, as a capitalist, if the public is going to pay me for it, I'm going to charge as much as they. That's what it's all about. So I agree with that.
George, this is why it's worth it. This is why if somebody says, "Yeah, but you'll buy an iPhone for $1,000," of course, because you can go and sell.
You've made this argument. You've already convinced us.
That's why. That's what it is.
Okay. The reason I asked is it coming out in September is because that means the iPhone 8 is going to get cheaper. Then I'll start serious. Then I'll start seriously looking.
Yeah, George, I would say the 8 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm me personally, I couldn't the day I got this, I could have gotten. I was like. Whatever. The only thing I would had to pay if I wanted is the 256 gig phone, I would have had to pay some money up front. Well, the way the jump program was, I could have walked out of there with I guess the base model is 64 gig on the iPhone 10.
Right.
Yeah. 64.
Yeah. So I could have gotten both, but I played around with Will's phone and I just didn't care for the gestures too much, and I liked.
Mike, listen. Let me tell you why you didn't like it, because you didn't use it long enough. When I first had it, I said, this is stupid. If you use Android's gestures that they have on the OnePlus or on the Pixel, whatever, the Pixel 2 XL now, you'll hate them if you use the iPhones. iPhone's gestures are so smooth, and after about 2 days, you get used to it. It's so much easier. If
I
Android's
can
gestures
believe
were
that.
like this, I would love having no button.
Yeah, I can believe
Android's
that.
gestures are terrible.
Do you think the gestures are going to eventually move over to like the iPhone 8 Plus, or some of
The
the
next
other?
the next model of the iPhone, they're all going to be like the 10. They're not going to have no button. The button is
Right,
done.
but
Everybody's going to have Face ID.
but
They're not
you
going to put the gestures on the 8 because they'll be going backwards with the soft. You know what I mean? They'll have to make two different software setups. They're
okay.
not going to do that. But the next ones are everybody's going to. That's why. Look, I'm telling you, the iPhone is going to kill it this year. Everybody who couldn't buy an iPhone last year is going to be able to buy one now because it's going to be cheaper, and everybody's going to have an emoji. Everybody's going to have Face ID. Everybody's going to be on the same playing field, and it's cheaper. They're going to sell like crazy.
They
Because
probably will.
even if you don't like the notch and you didn't want the gestures and you didn't want the thing, all those teenagers who wanted it and their parents said that's too much money, they're going to buy it now.
Yeah.
As long as it's not $1,000, they're going to buy it. When
Yeah,
they
and
see there's one
I
that
gotta
you can
agree.
get,
If they put the pen on everything, then it's gonna sell like
yeah,
hotcakes. Has
it's going to
anybody
sell like
noticed
crazy.
Anybody knows that Skynet is in the house? No.
Skynet, yes, I already said hello to him. Yes,
Okay.
yes, we got him. I asked Alan, phone tech at work. His first Android phone was the T-Mobile My Touch running Gingerbread 2.3. Wow.
that was
Well,
back in the day.
my first one was a Samsung Galaxy S3. No, S2. It was running Gingerbread. Yeah.
Mine was an S3.
Okay.
But yeah, see, I don't know. Lisa was saying her husband don't like Apple because you pay extra. But Apple is the only one where you get your value for your money, because if you're a regular person and somebody said you can spend $1,000 on this phone or $1,000 on this phone, tomorrow this phone is still going to be worth $950
You
and this
got a
one's going
point
to be
there.
worth $600. What are you going to buy? Like, you're going to,
I
you know
guess
what I
I'm an
mean?
irregular person.
And George, and here's my thing, like I always tell you, this phone has exclusives, whereas nothing on Android is
Yeah, and
exclusive.
that's true. Yeah, and you do
There's
make a
no
point there. And
exclusive on an Android
somebody in
phone.
another article said the same thing you said about exclusivity. So
There's
it makes
nothing
some
on
sense.
Android that's exclusive, so it's,
Yeah, yeah,
Samsung is fighting with OnePlus, they're fighting with Poco Phone, they're fighting with everybody.
yeah.
They're fighting
So,
with Moto E you're fighting with Stylo.
yeah.
Look, I never even touched the Stylo, but I can imagine the build can't be on the level of a Samsung phone. But if you want
Yeah,
to get a phone with a pen,
people loved the Stylo 3. I mean,
yeah, but
just
that's what I'm
loved.
saying. If you want a pen and you want similar features to a Note and you don't want to pay for a Note, you can go buy a Stylo. If you
Yeah,
want a phone like an iPhone, you can't get one. You have to buy an Apple product.
yeah,
You can't get a phone that has iMessage, FaceTime,
yeah. That's
you
true.
know,
Yeah.
and 5 years of updates. You
So it's
can't.
within the realm of possibility that before the year is out, some kind of iPhone will be in my hand. I may have to drink some apple
Uh-oh.
juice. We'll
Oh
see.
man, now wait, we gotta get the group FaceTime going once they get that. Oh
Oh
man,
yeah, that's true. That's true. But
we got
I am committed that
George,
this year to buy a 6T. So we'll see.
George, they got a cowboy hat, a cowboy hat memoji now. You gotta make the memoji with the cowboy.
I didn't even
Oh
know that.
man, George, don't get the 8.
But
Don't
is he an old fart? He's got to be an old fart.
Oh, you can make them old. You can make them old.
Okay.
Don't get the 8. Wait and see how cheap the other one is.
The other one, what?
This
The
what you-
10?
No, because remember, they're all gonna have
Oh, okay, I got you.
the Face ID. So get the cheaper one. We're gonna get you and Mike to get a buy one get one. We're gonna hook it up.
All right,
You and Mike gonna game the system.
I will put
You and Mike
myself in
gonna
the hands of the deal maker after they come out.
George, save these super chats you getting. We gonna get you there. You and Mike.
They're being saved. They're just sitting there.
We gonna get this going. And you'll have 5 years of updates.
Look, Tony says, "Wonder if we could stream group FaceTime." Well,
That's interesting.
Right? There's got to be a way to do it.
Don't we do
that'll
that?
Be crazy.
Can't we do that now with group don't they do multiple on?
No. He means
No.
to stream it on
You
YouTube.
can stream it from the
Oh.
phones, on YouTube.
Oh
Yeah.
wow,
That would be
great. That would be crazy. That would be.
Yeah.
He's right about the next new iPhone. We're
Well,
going to sell out because of Skynet makes the best phones. I mean, Apple.
Mike, I'm telling you, we got to get you. Mike, I got to get you. We got to get you a watch. We got to find you a watch. You get the watch, Mike.
Apple Watch.
Yeah, you get the watch. It's over. It's
over. I was
over.
going to ask you guys something.
You'll never.
It out of my mind now.
You'll never buy an Android watch again. Never.
Well, Alan's saying OBS on the Mac. I'm having enough trouble learning OBS on the Windows.
well,
that's what I was going to say. If you could do a FaceTime live stream, the person I would bet on making it work is your brother Adam.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Mike, we gotta get Adam to go get that battery. We gotta get on this.
No, we gotta get without doubt that would be a trip. The three of us and get him over to get his battery, and we'll spend a little time in there. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. Adam's already Adam's giving me a dirty looks about buying a phone. You know what I mean? He goes, you're going to keep on buying. I go, I can see us walking in there. All of us be walking out of there with something other than Adam's phone, you know?
Right, but now listen, folks. It's on Will to find us a deal that I think is affordable for me after the new phones come out. So.
George, we're going to get you and Mike. We're going to get y'all buy one, get one. We're going to get Mike off the jump program. And we're going to get you a phone and him a phone. Y'all both
I'm not
on
getting
T-Mobile.
on no jump road. But, I like the idea of that because that means Mike buys one and I get the free one.
We're going to pool it together and we're going to pay off one of them. And we're going to do it.
We could do that. That would be awesome. Yeah, you Mike, I put our money together and boom, we're good to go.
Yeah, we got it. We're going to do it.
Now, then Adam will be ready to beat the crap out of you and me, Mike.
Mike, Mike, look at the chat. Look what Lisa said.
Best watch ever.
Ever, yeah. I see Six Louise is saying it also, too. I'm about to reply to him.
And Tony Pazzo says he's thinking about getting the iPhone X again. Well, Tony Pazzo is the master of buying the same phone again.
And George, you would love it. You always work out. Oh man, you would love it.
Well, I have 3 fitness watches.
George, it's not an iPhone. George, it's not an Apple Watch.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
I cannot see myself getting an Apple Watch. It costs too much money.
Nah, George, we're gonna get you a deal on. We're gonna get you a deal on that too.
Samsung watch either.
George, we're gonna get you a deal on that too. That thing tells you when to breathe. Tells you when you should stretch. That thing, oh man!
But see, this is part of my problem with my Versa and with all the things they allow me to do. I have been exercising for over 35 years. I don't need anybody to help me with anything, I've been exercising 7 days a week for like 6 years. So why do I need help?
George, you know what you can do, George? You can take a picture. You can turn your camera on. You can turn your camera on your iPhone and snap a picture. Samsung's a little late to the game. They're a little late with the pen.
Well, what? Oh, I see with the pen. Yeah,
they're a little late.
Okay. You can take a picture with your Samsung watch two years ago, couldn't you?
I don't know. I don't really mess with it. You know what I use my watch for?
I remember Flossie showing it. Don't you remember Flossie used to show you that in videos?
My Samsung watch is for Samsung Pay, and I like messing with Watchmaker with the watch faces.
Yeah, I messed with Watchmaker for a long time, but I got sick of changing it around all the time.
I don't like Tizen's.
I've never used Tizen, so
there's no apps on it. There's no apps on it. That's why.
That's because nobody develops for it.
Will, on the watch, are there a lot of apps for the faces, watch faces? I mean. Are there a lot of?
It comes with. I don't know how many it comes with exactly, but it comes with maybe like 12, and then.
But are there other ones you can download?
Customize them. Well, yeah. If you get you can use the watch. I think it's called Watchmaker. You can use it or something like that. You can use that on the Apple Watch.
You can make anything with Watchmaker. On Android or Apple
Watch. Yeah. But on the iPhone, what I usually do is I just mess around with the color, pick my watch face, and then they got complications where You can have messaging be one of your things. The phone. You can have like Capital One. You can have that be so if you tap the Capital One button, it'll pull up your account on the watch. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's so many apps for it that is, you gotta try it, Mike. We gotta get you one. That's our next outing. We're going to the Apple store.
Oh boy!
And at least Adam can't jump on you for buying another phone. Okay.
No,
George, look at that, George.
Yeah,
you're not getting me there. You're not getting me there.
iPhone fun. Do you see that?
That's
George,
right.
iPhone
I started. Yep.
Okay, I'll buy that. Thank you, Alan. I will make sure that goes to the iPhone fund. Yeah, I can bet you in the T100 stream tonight, they're going to be here. We're going to get mobile Geezer on an iPhone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's a couple of months away at least, so remember that.
Hey, George.
Tony, I think that's.
Yeah, I was going to say Tony's saying Fitbit Versa.
Overrated. Yeah.
Yes, he says his Fitbit Versa works across all his phones, and I have the Versa too. And Tony's gotten much more into it than I have. But again, I've been exercising for so many years. I don't need help much, so I just don't use the stuff. But same with my Garmin.
The Apple Watch is just, I don't know. You gotta try it, Mike. You gotta try it.
Don't worry. Let me.
You got Will all excited again, Mike.
I know. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Mike's gonna be full on Apple before. Give him a couple more months.
In a little while, their wives are going to go, wait, I thought he was the Apple guy. Now Adam's the Android guy, and Mike's the
I know. In a year, in 8 months' time, we swap positions here. I know.
Yeah, exactly. But if you absorb a little more from Adam, then you'll be the guy knowing how to do all the tech stuff with the streaming. So,
you know what? He just went. I
give
him a week off. Yeah, I give him a week off. He's hitting me with new stuff. Him and I talked after the stream, and he's got some good ideas. I'm going to keep it in the can for now, but he's came up with some good stuff. We're going to be working on. I'll give you a little thing though too is that I talked about on Wednesday stream is he really wants me to give Twitch a try.
I know you talked about that a lot.
Yeah, and kind of a combination of some things I'm seeing, and Adam seems to have some good thoughts on Twitch. Right. The biggest thing that I can just say right now is for it's I don't want to say it's like YouTube 15 or 10 years ago. Right. But it's that fresh, you know what I mean? That raw, you know what I mean? There ain't much out there. But trying to get your
I was going to say I haven't looked at Twitch in a few years since before I started doing the phone stuff, and my impression is it's still compared to YouTube, it's still infinitesimally small, isn't it?
It's growing, but they know it, and they're making every attempt to pull, you know, as Anna mentioned about in Wednesday stream, they're making certain changes to it to accommodate other content creators, not just gamers. You know what I mean? So
Tony Pazzo was saying Twitch is the way to go. You know. So I haven't even tried Twitch.
And look what happened to Instagram TV. That was like a flame. It was like lighting a match. You don't hear it. Do you hear it anymore? Do you hear anybody talking about it?
Yeah, I made about 4 or 5, and pretty much we all stopped using it at the same time. Yeah.
Tony, you say here you're not going to lock Mike in the Apple's web ecosystem.
He didn't say not. He's saying no. You're going to lock Mike in.
No! I thought I said not. I can't. Okay, there. I need to put my glasses on. I don't know. I don't go that far now, but the watch is tempting. The watch is tempting.
Mike, you'll love it. I'm telling you.
Well, at the rate we're going, he'll be doing the Apple rants next year.
And wait, Mike, wait till the redesign next year. Wait till they overhaul iOS or do whatever they're gonna do. Make all these changes. Yeah. Can only get better.
Now here's Miss Lisa. God knows I don't use my watch to remind me to work out, but I love it because when I'm at work and I can't use my phone, my hands are wet. I can check my messages, make sure it's not something important. Well, I can do that with my watches too. So
I like to
Yeah.
watch for the notifications that I always get. You know,
Well, and that's what I found over the years with my Android Wear watches and my
but this is the
my
difference.
fitness bands is that I got hooked on the notifications and being able to see them, even if I was in a meeting at work, because no sound, I can just check it. You know, I love that.
What's that, Will?
To me, the difference with Android Wear is, and I guess I don't know, because I don't know if Snapdragon or Qualcomm had their thing. They had a thing coming up. I didn't hear nothing about it, or maybe it passed or it didn't happen yet. The chips on Android watches are good for when the watch comes out. The following year, it's just like, you know what I mean? The chip is slow. Yep. Your watch is terrible. It's like, why even buy? I told you my Gear S3.
No, I totally disagree.
$18.
You see this?
George,
this is the original Moto 360. It still works fine.
George, let's not even talk about that watch, because I had that one.
Yeah, but I still have that watch, and it still works fine 3 years later.
George, that watch is terrible with Android Wear.
Then why does it work for me? Then why does it work for me? Maybe you have to. Maybe you have to be over 70 for it to work right.
That watch is terrible.
Oh my God,
Android Wear is in the toilet. Android Wear is in the toilet. I think it's terrible.
But what I'm saying is, this is a 3-year-old Android Wear watch, and it works just fine. I used it at work all day today.
That watch should be counting in dog years. It's got that terrible tire at the bottom. The first year after that watch was out, that watch was like 16. That watch was terrible. It came out. I got it. I think I paid like $200 for it. It was on sale because they must have knew it was flopping, it was going down or whatever. Yeah. So I bought it. I used it for a little bit. Then I was like, wow, it doesn't do nothing. There's no app.
Here you and I go. We says bucket of popcorn, ready, set, go.
It doesn't. The watch is terrible. I would never tell anybody to buy an Android Wear watch.
Great for me.
Okay, Mike, you're the deciding vote. Mike, you're the deciding vote. How's Android Wear?
Whatever he's never had one.
Mike has a LG. Watch R. Or something. Urbane.
No, I used to have it. I sold that. I have the Moto 360 Sport. I have the Sport version.
And how does it work for you?
How many times have you sent that back?
No.
Oh, wait. I sent that back because it failed the water test.
It failed. God.
And I don't put mine in water, so okay, I'll give you that.
And then what happened was I soaked it in salt water. That's
real good. Try doing that with any phone.
Yeah, it did. It didn't. But Moto was good enough to give me another one. And I have to say though, to somewhat to Will's point is, I like the notifications I get. I know I control my audio when I'm listening to music with my watch, right. But I get this sense that the Apple Watch is a side piece of the iPhone. Like you could do more. You can do more with that watch, like you're having the phone with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Probably, but I still say that the original Moto 360 works just fine. I have no problems with it.
George, it's horrible, George.
George. The apps are on that watch. I try to use, and you just hit the button to try and use an app, and it just spins.
Well, that's it. Now I only use one other app with this watch, and that's Google Fit, and that works just fine.
George. So wait, okay, you bought the watch for what, $200?
Yeah.
And all you use it for is what?
No, I take that back. It was given to me as a present.
You use it for Google Fit. That's it.
That's all I use it for, and my notifications, of course.
So you can see your notifications.
And I feel all my phone calls come through.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You know that. Yes, I know. I know that I can. I know I got a phone call coming in. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
And you got to deal with that tire at the bottom. Now, what can you do with the watch? The watch has no sound.
That tire's not bothering me one bit.
That's worse than the Pixel. That's worse than the Pixel 3 notch. Wait. Now, what can you do with it? What can you? Wait, George. What can you do with the watch? What is the watch? Besides looking at your notifications, all you can do is That's it. Like it has it has no sound.
I have
it has
lots of apps on the watch. I just choose not to. I don't need them. It does what I want it to do. And
George,
3 years later,
George, listen.
it still does what I want it to do.
Mike, listen. Mike, I think when that watch came out, it was three something because you could customize it. I did like that part of it. Right. The Apple Watch came out at 3 something. The Apple Watch, the cheapest
Apple Watch came out at 3 something, and they went right on up to $700 too.
That's if you wanted a gold ceramic one. But listen, you can listen to music on it. You can check your bank because it has apps for that. You can send messages.
I can check my bank on this one too.
You can
at least Bank of America.
You can check Discover Card. You can make payments. You can do Capital One.
Yeah, you can't make payments.
You can control your camera. You can do everything from the watch.
Keep in mind, this is a first gen watch. You know,
that's the first gen. That's the first gen Apple Watch. Okay, look.
Which came out what
George,
almost a year after these came out. So
George
had that
okay,
to look at.
Okay, wait, George, pick another Android Wear watch. Pick one. You would give me the
ZTE Quartz, cheapest of all the Android Wear watches, and I still think the best Android Wear watch.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
The difference is this is 2 years newer.
It still has Android Wear, still has the same trash app support. It's still dead.
Here we go.
It's still dead. It's still dead, George. Look, even the best Android Wear watch I had was the Huawei watch. Because that watch had a speaker on it.
Everybody raved about that watch.
That was the best watch, and it looked nice. But
everybody raved about that watch. That's true.
It was still Android Wear. I'd still be like, "Where's my?" I'd be like, "Where's my updates? Why aren't they updating it? I have no apps for it. So what's the point of wearing it? To tell the time, and then I got to charge it because it's dead?
I'm just wondering how. I'm thinking that maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking most people that are going to wear any kind of smartwatch are going to use 2 or 3 apps, get notifications, and that's my guess. That's my guess.
George, everybody wants to be able to see their notifications.
Crazy.
No, listen. No. The notifications is the main reason you get the watch, right? The notifications.
Yes.
But then you also want to have your let's say like you want to have your fitness, right?
Some stuff,
The Apple Watch comes with the fitness thing on the watch. It gives you the listen. You have Google Fit, which is terrible. It comes with the rings and all that. You can close the rings on it.
Better, but yeah.
The Apple Watch has the thing where you can close the rings. It gives you motivation or whatever. It pairs with your.
I don't even know what you mean by close the rings.
Yeah, because you don't. Okay, if you have an Apple Watch. They have 3 rings, right? Like, let's say Mike. If Mike gets
a watch, like a 3-ring circus, you know that, right?
If Mike gets when Mike gets his watch, I'll be able to.
When Mike gets his watch now,
man!
I'll be able to challenge Mike and say, "All right, Mike, me and you are going to challenge. It'll show me his rings. It'll show him mine." He'll be able to see how much.
What are you challenging?
Listen. He'll be able to see how much exercise I did, how much calories I burned, and how much times I stood up for the day.
Tony Pazzo and I can do that with our Fitbit Versa today. I just don't compete with other people, so I don't do it.
But your Fitbit Versa doesn't have apps on it. Doesn't have an app support. You can't get.
Has a few.
If you're gonna, how much is a Fitbit Versa?
It's about $200.
So why would you spend $200 when you can spend $300 and get 10 times more? Plus updates for.
I don't want to spend the extra $100 for apps that I'm not going to use.
George, updates for 3 or 4 years. See, your mind is closed to it because it's Apple. If you try it, you'll love it. I'm telling you. You, George, you'll love it if you try it.
Try it, you'll like it. Next thing you know, you're taking Alka-Seltzer. You
gotta try it. I'm gonna find Mike a watch, and Mike's gonna be on here one day.
No. What you need to do now is go out and find a watch for me for free to convince me. That's what you need to do. Okay. I'd love to find
another ring around. We have another ring
Mike.
around with Rosie for a device going, get mailed out.
Well, plus
Wait,
you probably shouldn't give it to Mike because he's probably going to drop it in the tub and there'll be a ring around the tub.
The Apple Watch is waterproof, by the way. Even has a mode where you can turn the dial and it blows the water out the speaker.
Make sure you get him the one that's salt waterproof, okay?
Yeah.
and it gets updates.
And that I believe.
Unlike Android Wear, updates day one.
Okay.
You don't got to worry about it being obsolete in 2 days.
Here we go. $250 Apple Watch 3. $250.
There you go.
On Swapper.
There you go.
All right, so you got Mike really thinking about it, Will. That's good.
Oh, Mike's getting a watch. Don't worry, George. Mike's gonna be like, Mike's gonna say, how did I use this Android Wear mess? That's what he's gonna be like.
Well, wait a minute. I have to look. Let me go look one more time. Moto 360.
Lisa says Apple thinks it's my boss. Tells me when to breathe.
Yeah, that's right. It tells you gotta breathe.
I'm still a Jersey guy. Ain't no watch boss in me, brother.
George, when was the last article you read about Android Wear saving anybody's life? Case closed.
Probably never. You're right.
Case closed because nobody buys them.
That's probably true at this point. Remember, I have.
What's that place called? B&H. B&H gives them away with the phones. When you buy the phone, they're trying to give you the LG watch.
Okay.
Here we go. Now you get the Sport 360 Sport. I can buy one for $100.
That's pretty good.
So yeah,
wait, on Swapper? On Swapper?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to talk him down.
You probably can too.
You could tell him 60. He'll be like, he'll pay you to take it.
No. That's cold. That's seriously cold, man.
I'm telling you. I was like, I should get rid of this Gear S3. Let me see what it's worth.
Best Buy says he got his Series 3 Nike edition, $250 on eBay.
Best Buy told me $18.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not worth driving up there to trade it in. $18.
$18, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't much. So.
He hustles
George,
in here.
Mike, George is holding his hope out for the Pixel Watch. Wait till that comes with the notch.
George is not buying a Pixel Watch. Don't worry about that. I have to tell you, I'm thinking Tony Pazzo and I are probably in agreement here. The best wearing thing I've had yet is the Fitbit Versa.
Yeah, they said it's good. Yeah, but that's mainly for notifications and I mean, if that's what you want, but I wouldn't listen.
It's made for fitness enthusiasts.
No, but listen,
that's what I have
George,
to be.
for $200 plus tax, probably be like $216, $217. I'd rather buy an Apple Watch.
I don't think I would, but
I wouldn't.
Wait till I drink the apple juice, and then we'll talk about it some more.
Because it works so good with the phone. Like, why would I pay? You know what I mean? But it is a pain having to pair your things all the time too, though.
Mike, you know what my mind just did, right? It works so good in my mind. It works so good. Come on, baby, make it work so good. You know me.
We got Mill Hustles in here.
Yeah, I told you. I saw you come in. Carol says she's laughing with him, not at him.
Yeah. My mom said to me, she caught last week's stream. She said she enjoyed Will's rants, the way he was.
Everybody enjoys Will's rants.
It was just something that my mom. Again, somebody that's not a techie. My mom said she listened to the stream. She said, I don't know half the stuff you're going on, but I love hearing Will talk.
and what do I always say? Will is the star of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mike, we got to get you a watch. You got to tell me when you're free one day. When you're free one day.
We got to bug Adam. We got to bug Adam to go. We got to get Adam to go too. So
okay, folks, here comes the classic George. Watch Will make Mike get a watch.
Get a watch. Oh man!
If it's really bad, I can find it. Okay.
Yeah, you can. You always find them, George.
Yeah.
Too bad Adam's not here. He'd be holding his stomach by now.
Oh,
yeah.
Andrew, did y'all see the pictures of the Pixel 3? They got like somebody has pictures of it from the side, and you can see how bad the notch is. That phone,
it looks pretty bad. It does look pretty bad, I have to say.
I I don't know what
Carol
they're
says I
doing.
sing great. Thank you, Carol. I spent
Now,
years
George,
doing it.
here's a question, George. All right, LG was about to come out with the G7 on AT&T. AT&T said, "Don't come out with that phone because it's ugly, and we want people to be able to watch DirecTV on
And
our
they wanted no
network."
notch.
So they said, "Give us a phone with no notch." Why
Right.
didn't Verizon speak to Google? Because that thing is terrible.
Well, I mean, obviously AT&T doesn't like the notch. Maybe Verizon doesn't care.
Maybe Verizon ain't going to have it this year.
Or maybe Verizon. They had the last two, right?
Yeah, but maybe I'm thinking like they signed like iPhone, because that's what got everybody on AT&T, the iPhone deal. When the iPhone came out, it was only on AT&T for about 4 years.
Yes.
But I'm thinking they signed like that. But if they put that phone out with that notch, nobody's buying it.
But I'm thinking if Verizon wasn't going to have it, because it's traditionally already 2 years they've had it, we would have heard about it by now. So I'm pretty sure they're going to still come out on Verizon.
With no, oh my God, that notch, with no dual camera on the back, nothing. Like what? I don't know what. The only thing I can think of they're coming with that camera is they're gonna say you're able to erase the things in the background.
Yeah, but what has the Pixel done better than everybody else every time it's come out?
No, but wait, George, wait, George.
Okay, go ahead.
I was listening to somebody and they made a point. It must have been the Painfully Honest Tech guy. Okay. He said, or one of them, he said the Pixel was better until everybody went to dual cameras, because the Pixel 2 was winning, but once everybody else who came out with a dual camera beat them.
Yeah, and
so how can they think that?
And I can tell you, this $248 camera can probably hold its own against it too.
So how can they think that? Because even if you say, okay, my picture on the Pixel looks better, but when you tap the button and get wide angle on an LG, or you get monochrome,
that's pretty awesome.
You know what I mean?
I've got two of those LG phones that do that.
I don't know why.
But I'm not buying a Pixel either way, so you know that. So.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. That's crazy.
It's interesting. It will interesting.
Mom's going to go night. See you, Mom.
Good night, Carol. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy to me. That phone is.
Everybody says good night to Carol now. Wow.
Yeah.
We have a whole bunch of followers that seems like they follow Carol.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, I don't know, Mike. I don't think I'm messing with the Pixel this year. I really don't.
But you heard what he said, Mike. I don't think so. He still left it open.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the keynote, but they're gonna have to show me something spectacular.
Okay. Hey, that's coming up, isn't it? Like we're under a month now, right?
Well, Apple's is first. Apple's is first.
Right. That's what I mean. Apple's.
That's right. The Pixel comes out in October, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're the last ones to come out with this chip. That's really.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they're still on the 845. Huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be the oldest chip when you get it. That's the last one. Yeah, that's why true. Apple does so good too, because they make their own chip.
Well, that's true. That is true.
Munchies here.
And that's why Huawei does good, because they make their own chip that's just as good as the best Qualcomm.
Oh, and wait, Mike, did you see? I didn't even know. Was it Huawei? No, not Huawei. What's the company with an M? Is it an M?
Mizu.
There's a company. No, it's not that one. There's a company. They have software where you can. Who has M? What's it called? MIUI or MUI? What's it called?
Oh, Xiaomi.
That's Xiaomi.
That's it. I
think it's them. They have software that you can remove stuff from the background. Did y'all see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Like if you take a picture of a sky, and there's balloons in the background, and you can't see somebody in the background, he was able to erase the balloons and make it look like sky.
Where did you see that?
It was online. I don't know.
You need to find that and send us a link to that. I'd like to see that.
That's
what Google was trying to do with
taking out the fence. Yeah.
But from what I saw with Google's, you can just remove the fence, like remove the person. This one, he was like drawing sky up there.
Okay.
I don't know how it was crazy.
Yeah, you need to find that link and send it to us so we can check this out.
I don't know what it was called.
That's your homework assignment.
I'm about to find it right now.
Hey,
Okay.
you know, guys, Six Lewis asked a question that made me think of another question. He wanted to know the V40 when is that dropping? But don't we have IFA? Don't we have a big event here in
Yeah, IFA's
August?
in September, yes.
Oh,
Very
IFA's in
beginning of September. Yeah.
Oh, so I thought it was in August.
No, I think last year IFA started on August 30th, and then the next 2 or 3 days.
So
So
you
yeah,
go,
it's
you
like the
go,
last days of August, first days of September. That's
you
when
go,
IFA is.
IFA, then the
It's in
IFA,
Berlin.
right?
Yes, that's the,
And then somewhere's didn't what's his name? Thank Bill. You got $2 from Bill.
oh, thank you, Mel.
You're
Really
donating to
appreciate it.
the iPhone fund for
iPhone
George.
fun. Look at
It'll
that.
be saved. It'll be saved.
Any word on the V40 getting you know they're
Well, the V30 came out in November because I bought that pretty soon after it came out.
was it
So,
November? Or
yeah.
I thought it
And I
was
think the
they
V20 came
announced
out
it.
in November too, very beginning of
Yeah,
November.
but the announcement didn't they do the announcement like
They did the announcement like 3 weeks before that, I
or
believe.
right
Yeah, yeah.
right.
George,
So
I just sent you the video on Hangouts.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And it's old. It's not even new. It's from like last year.
Well, that's okay. I'm old, so that works.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can grab the APK.
oh wow.
George.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about the essential phone.
Yes, I did it in the beginning.
What'd you say?
We
I
talked
didn't say
about
much.
the camera. We talked about the
the
camera.
That's all
Yeah,
I've.
what else?
It's all I've basically. And I told you I hadn't listened to the speaker at all yet. Remember?
How's the screen for you?
The screen is
Is it-
okay.
Does it register your touches? Like
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to miss some of my touches because you said that was a problem for you. So
Yeah, it was
far,
doing
I
that to
haven't
me.
noticed it for me. You know. So now take a look. I have a case on it that is definitely not for it. So when I go out to take pictures, I have to remember to take the case off because this is my Sony XA2 case, but it fits on here perfectly. It just doesn't line up with the holes. But I wasn't about to scratch up Mike's phone. You can count on that.
So you have a case on it?
Yeah, I have the Sony Xperia XA2 case on.
Oh, I'm bopping around. Let me see that case again. I'm just curious.
It's an old beat up case at this point, but
oh wow, and it fits the finger
perfectly. Yeah, it just doesn't line up. You know.
Well, the camera holes don't line up, but the finger sensor does.
I can get the sensor. You know, here.
You like the color?
Yeah. Yeah.
Munchie said the V40 is October, right alongside the Pixel.
Okay, so I think that's right. They'll announce it in October, and when you'll be able to get it is the beginning of November. That's what they did.
When you'll be able to get it is January.
No.
This is LG.
I bought
this
that
is LG
thing.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
I bought that thing. No, and that's the funny thing.
I'm with you.
But that's the funny thing. When they announced the V series 3 weeks ahead, you can actually buy it 3 weeks later. But every time they announce the G series, they announce it and it takes 2 months before you can get the freaking phone. I don't understand what that's about. You know, it's like, is their V team that much better or something?
I don't know. LG's. I don't know. They're a mess. Their batteries don't like me. So.
They're continually going down, even though they make great wide-angle phones.
I was really hoping Google picked up the wide-angle.
Oh, Neil Hustle said he picked up the Alcatel 7 a few days ago. It's pretty solid. I was going to ask, how is it? Because that's a very affordable phone.
Mill Hustle's always got the good videos on the schemes to save a few dollars. Always.
Yo, Android stud in the house.
Okay. What's up, party guy?
Yeah. I saw Android stud. Did I see it right? Was he in the
at the football
Carolina
game or something?
Yeah, the Carolina.
Yeah. He was at the football game when it was still empty, I think, wasn't he, at the field?
I don't know. I saw it say Carolina Panthers. I said, "Wow, it was a work. It was a away. He was a travel.
Oh, okay.
Travel for
Mike,
shop.
did you see what he said?
In Miami
he loves his job.
What's
he
his
loves
getting
his
now?
job. He loves his job. Wait a minute, y'all got to get on Discord. Y'all aren't in there, right?
No. What's
From
Discord?
GroupMe, everybody went to Discord, where it's like you're having a big phone call. How they set it up?
Yeah, but listen to who's telling us to go on Discord. It sounds like the perfect place to go have an argument. Of course, Will would love it there.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Nah, listen. You can type in chat, but you hit the button and everybody can just talk to each other. So Android Stud's in there. Everybody's in there.
Okay.
So you can all just talk instead of typing.
I could come up with so many bad puns here. Hey, don't be dissing me, brother.
Oh, man.
Discord. Okay, I got to check that out.
Yeah, you got to come on over, Mike.
Android Study, you still in North Carolina right now, or are you home?
He said, "Oh yeah, he was in Charlotte." Okay, but he's a Miami fan. I'm the only one, I guess, that's not a homer. I'm from Jersey, and I'm a Raider fan, and I've been a Raider fan for over 40 years.
Nothing wrong with that. I like John Madden and during the Stabler days myself, so that kind of sticks with me. So.
Well, I'll tell you what made me a Raider fan. When it comes to physical sports, I am totally a defensive-minded guy.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite play is watching a quarterback get nailed. I don't care whose it is, even if it's one I like. As a boxer, even when I was boxing with the pros back when I was 55, when I was going to the gym, my favorite thing is you can hit me all day. I'm going to get a shot on you. So I'm very much a defensive-minded guy. So back in those days, the Raiders were the toughest team in football, period. That's how I became a Raider fan.
And good old Al Davis, man, he did it his way, I
loved Al Davis. He didn't give a crap what the NFL thought about it. He did it and got away with it too.
Yeah. So.
All right, I think we're about done if we're talking about the NFL. What people seem uninterested,
Yes, sir. At the game right now, grabbing a hot dog at halftime, checking in on you guys. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Thank you.
That's awesome. Enjoy yourself, sir.
Thank you. And have a hot dog on me, too, would you please?
There you
go. Yeah.
Munchie says he'd be like, your ass down. Come on.
Oh, man.
Well, that is how when I'm boxing, like when I was boxing in the gym, when I got in there with the pro, I found out why he was a pro and I wasn't. I was 55 years old. But when I'm one-on-one with somebody at my own level, that is my attitude. You can hit me all day, but when I hit you, you are going down. I don't care. But the trainer, the one time he got in there with me and he hit me 3 quick shots, which I was literally seeing stars. And I said, he said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, come on." He couldn't believe I wouldn't go. And as we're getting out of the ring, he says to me, "You're the kind of guy who'd get killed in the ring because you will not fall down." And I said, "You're right. I won't fall down for nobody, anytime, anywhere. That ain't happening."
Hey, Six Lewis, I caught some something on, I think, Twitter. He does boxing, or at least he was in the gym.
I think he does everything.
Kickboxing. He spars too. Now I'm 73. I don't spar anymore, but the funny thing is, on my job, all the guys, are in their 60s, and me and 2 other guys are above 70. And I've had guys tell me they carry a gun because they can't defend themselves anymore. And my attitude is, I'm 73 years old. I don't think you can come up with anybody I can't defend myself with. I don't need a gun to do it. So that's no excuse to me.
See, Andrew
so violent. He said they're so violent. A lot of violence in here. This video is going to get demonetized.
You're going to lose all your iPhone money.
This is part of what being in shape is about for me. I don't want to have to go out and buy a gun because I can't defend myself. So I'm going to keep myself in shape to defend myself at all times. That's just me. But again, I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
North Jersey.
That's
Point
true.
us out, North Jersey. There's a little bit of New York, in you. You know what I mean?
I'm from Hudson County, New Jersey, where more mayors have gone to prison than any other county in Jersey.
You're kind of corrupt over there, George.
There was a time back in the 70s. Do you remember Walking Tall, the movie in Tennessee?
Yeah.
There was a time when the 2 most corrupt counties in America were that county and Hudson County, New Jersey. Okay. That's how, because the mafia owned our county, all of it.
Mm.
You know, so those days are long gone, thank God.
Yeah.
So,
what we got coming up? So, Mike,
Miami.
you're not going to be here next week, right?
Yeah, come on, Will. Why you host it? Come on, Will.
Well, it's going to be me and George. I'm saying you're not going to be on the stream, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm going to be. I'll be driving. So
I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't know what do I do.
You can practice all week, man.
No, what you know what I mean? What am I doing? Like y'all, remember I couldn't even get the stupid stream to go.
You go on YouTube. You go to Studio.
Well, George, you can explain it to me this week, and I'll
You give it a try. You can practice. You can practice with me and make it a private
I'll give
stream.
it a shot. We can try it. Yeah.
All right. But as it is, folks, the way it's looking right now, next week at 8 o'clock will be me again back on Mobile Geezer. But if we get lucky, I will send it out on all the social networks that Will be doing his first stream, and we'll all be pulling for him.
Oh God!
I'll be driving to North Carolina. My wife will be having one of many devices, and definitely I will have you guys tuned in, and she can type in the comments that I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, so Will, if you're streaming, you look for his wife to be typing in ha 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 ha
ha. Yeah.
Pat wouldn't do that to me.
Okay. So. All right, folks. So thanks for watching. So Will, say your good nights.
Good night, everybody. I'll be up for the next 16 hours. I'm doing a double.
You're going to work, okay?
Doing a double.
Yeah, well, that's what's got to pay for that wash machine, right? That's there, Will.
How do you think he gets all these phones, man?
My dryer died.
Oh, dryer. Yeah. Hey, yo, everybody. He's on. He's got he's got an Apple phone, but he's got a Samsung washer and a dryer. Okay, I was busting your chops. You were waiting for updates, right?
Yeah, at least I'm consistent. I have a Samsung washer and dryer.
George, how is it? Because all I hear about Samsung washers is they're terrible. I just got my washer like 2 months ago. My dryer is coming
for 3 years, and we haven't had one drop of trouble with the washer or dryer, not once.
Good, because I don't want no trouble.
Yeah, that's been perfect. And you can start your wash from your car with the app if you want to. My wife hasn't wanted to do that. So.
Oh, I ain't got that kind. You must have a real high-tech one.
Yeah, I think we got the highest they had at the time.
Come on, it's George. He's going to get the high tech.
Oh yeah. George, you're talking to the phone snob about? No.
Wait. He's looking for the.
George got Bixby on his watch.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Will's looking for the deal, so he got the deal on
right.
Samsung
I got the
washer
cheapest one
and
I
dryer.
could find.
Right.
Yeah, well, but we've never had a problem with it. So, all right, Mike, your turn.
I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply Your Device on George's Mobile Geezer channel. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like today's video, don't give it a thumbs down. Tell us why in the comments down below, and I'll see it in the next video or next stream, whatever we happen. Okay.
And of course, I'm Mobile Geezer, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you all so much for the what's the money? Tell me the
super
money.
Chat.
What's the money? Chat. Thank you. I'm old, man.
What's the money called?
Thank everybody for the super chat.
It's called the iPhone Super Chat Fund. Okay, the iPhone Fund. All right. It takes donations while we're off air too.
You'll find my articles at mobilegeezer.wordpress.com. You can find me at Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. And I put lots of pictures out there. So thanks for tuning in.
Get ready to tune in to Team 100. I'm sure they'll be streaming in a couple minutes.
Team 100 comes up at 10 o'clock, and they are pretty awesome. And they have always have more people than we, but almost always. And they do a great stream. So you should probably check them out. Team 100, 10 o'clock. All right, folks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Everybody.
And I guess Mike will see you in 2 weeks.
I'll be talking to you guys.
Okay. All right.
See you.